With S4, our new digital core, we are totally rewriting our business application for HANA platform only. The whole idea behind this digital core S4 is not only, let's say, rebuilding our digital core, our core ERP product, but also providing you the necessary integrations, live integrations with all our cloud line of business solutions. And we have many of those. We have SuccessFactors, we have Fieldglass, we have Ariba, we have the Hybris platform. With the delivery of S4, we as SAP will deliver you all the seamless integration. And this whole, let's say, rebuild of our application comes together with a totally new user experience called Fiori. Meaning that we should say goodbye to our beloved SAP GUI. And that the new experience will be Fiori. Meaning that this Fiori interface will cover all our applications. Not only S4, but also Fieldglass or SuccessFactors. So for a user at a certain moment, it doesn't matter anymore in which application he or she is working. He doesn't see it anymore because it's one user interface, which is directly mobile, anywhere, anytime. Currently, we are working with about 20,000 developers to rewrite our products. And that's a lot, from mainframes to client-server technology and a graphical user interface. The current step we are making is much more bigger. We're changing technology. We're going full in memory. We're changing the user interface. We're going full HTML5 Fiori GUI. And what we didn't do by that time, we are rebuilding the product. We are extremely simplifying the product. So in certain modules called FICO, Finance and Controlling, we are losing 80% of the data dictionary structures. Extreme simplification in the product. And why should you have, as a company, 6 applications running on 6 different databases? Why don't you run them all on the same platform and make use virtually of the same data? That's the concept behind this whole HANA platform idea. And the best example I always like is an Italian tire manufacturer, Pirelli, and they equip their tires for trucks with sensors, Internet of Things, and they provide data back to an ERP system, of course an SAP system. Dear truck driver number 1, your pressure in this tire is a little bit too less. Drive to the next station. It saves their customers 3% fuel cost on an annual basis. For an ice supplier, ice selling company, Unilever, we built a transaction that we combined the sales order entry screen with 10 years of historical data, the weather forecast, and the holiday calendar. So what does that mean? A customer calls you and they order, I don't know what, 2 pallets of ice. And you are able to say, hey, dear customer, based on the weather projection, combined with the holiday calendar, next week it's Eastern or whatever, and based on 10-year history, I advise you to buy another 2 or an extra pallet, whatever. And so changing the game from reactive business to predictive business. Acting on insights. The change from an IT perspective. With the current status of S4, we are currently, as SAP, able to reduce the size of a system with a factor 40 till 50. So a traditional SAP system, on average R3 system, is about 1 terabyte. Divide this by 50. What's that? That's nothing. Because my iPhone has 46 gigabytes of memory. So you run an entire ERP system, let's say in 50 gigabytes of memory. So there you again could say, yeah, so what? Fiori I have touch-based already, so the whole user interface will change. It is an HTML5 based user interface. looking on every device, if it's an iPhone, an iPad, a desktop, a laptop, whatever, it always looks the same. And we have different types of Fiori applications. We have simple ones, approving invoices. We have standard ones, doing transactions. And we have more complex ones, in which we combine transactions with analytics. So in one screen, the order entry person has access to all information he or she needs with one click on a button. The suite on any database, I think the majority of you use the suite ECC R3 on any database at this moment. We will support, as SAP, another 9 years to 2025. So you could say, nothing happens, nothing important. I call SAP in 8 years. And then we migrate to S4. But you have to keep in mind that, let's say, the innovations, the new things we are building, we are only deploying in our new suite. So the suite on any database, R3 ECC, is maintained, will get updates on fiscal conditions, whatever, what's needed, but we don't develop innovations anymore in that core. So if you want to migrate, to innovate, to make yourself ready for the next, or for this new age, this digital age, at a certain moment, it will be better to make the switch from R3 to S4. Things which are on the development calendar for SAP next year and the next year to come is about building artificial intelligence into the system. To have IoT capabilities natively in the system, meaning that you could, let's say, connect to equipments or assets directly out of your ERP system. We are building so-called predictive algorithms. So if a user starts entering a financial posting, that real-time checks are being made if he or she is entering the right account number. And that the system pops up, hey, normally you use this one, now you're using this one. Why is that? We can do online fraud detection. We can do process automation. We build in artificial intelligence, for instance, invoice matching. We will have capabilities that when an invoice is loaded into the system proposes how to post. And you, as a human person, you only have to check or confirm. But the intelligence will be made available in the system.